This is the oncoming storm. We're going to continue our series looking at different clans. So we're right here in the library again. And today we're going to look at the Sallyhorns. So that you know, my position is that DPS is king. Damage dealers are better than everyone else in this game. So I tend to look with a little bit of doubt at any tank class. And the Sallyhorns are tanks. Now that being said, let's look at the worst one first. The female Sallyhorn, who, whenever we run into her in campaign, is really a difficult character to deal with. Because she just up and heals, for no apparent reason, all the way back up to max level. And we don't have a skill that does that for her. But the AI does. So, her first one is a shoulder throw, where she deals 433% of the caster's strength to target, and then throws them behind the caster. Well, even if we were going to hug and embrace tank classes, generally we want the tank class to stand in front of our mages and keep people from getting to them, not pick the people up and throw them back at the mages. We have an issue. So we go to our second skill. Upon being defeated, quickly recovers 35% of the caster's constitution, and this has a cooldown of 30 seconds. Apparently, this is where this grand heal is coming from with the AI, but for us, it just isn't turning into something that impressive. Maybe it will later, but personally, I think that this is a waste. Then she jumps out into the middle of the group, and she deals damage equals to 312% of her strength to all enemies in range. She reduces the damage that she'll take by 30% and removes their negative effects. Okay, but she's not dealing enough damage to compete with any of the damage dealers. She's not good enough utility to keep people under control. Her stun, throw, whatever it is, actually places the opponent's damage teams closer to our damage dealers. This particular class, the female Sallyhorn, I think belongs in what I'm going to call a D tier. There is exactly one champion on F tier, and the Sallyhorn isn't it. Male Sallyhorn. Alright. As a tank, I'm unimpressed. He doesn't stay alive long enough. However, there is a reason to run him. Ram. Ram's enemies dealing damage equal to 465% of the caster's strength and inflicting stun for 2 seconds. The skill is immediately cast when the battle starts. That skill is the primary reason that the male Sallyhorn is a tactical positive. I'm not saying use him as a tank. I'm saying use him to disrupt your opponent's timing and their team. You set him across from their female Lionstone. All of a sudden, everybody's alts go out off before hers, and her alt becomes less important. Yeah, they'll still have extra damage on their basic attacks, but that's not what kills you. It's whenever the timing works. Now, he has a chance to reflect damage Generally, I never feel like this is a great thing, but it's part of who he is. And he creates a small shield for himself to trade and absorb some damage. Alright, so let's say we put him on the front line. We sit here and we go, okay, we need to get rid of the female Lionstone. He can do that. We need to run across and get rid of the Doombringer. He can do that. We are looking across from the male Lionstone, who keeps giving everybody a shield. Here's what he does. He is a tactical knife. He is minor surgery up against your opponent's team. You use him not as a tank to sit there and absorb tons of damage. He's not going to stand up to it for long. See, when he pushes this character into the back line, all of a sudden, he's in the proximity range for all the people on the back line. And since that is probably where your hardest hitting damage dealers are, they are all going to turn and smack him hard. That's what I said. They're going to turn and smack him hard. And they're going to smack him down and he's going to be dead. What did he do for you? Well, he kept the DPS damage dealers on the back line off of the other members of his team for just a minute, or just 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and he disrupted the timing. And that is what really messes everybody up. That is why you can't look at things like, we want the female Lionstone or the female Lume, because when the timing gets disrupted, and it gets disrupted a lot, it's not of either or, it's who's going to get there first. How do we get the damage boosted? This guy, the male Sallyhorn, on a tier list, he'd be a B+, A-, maybe an A. He's so situational. The real problem with male Sallyhorn is he's not part of a run it and forget it team where you just keep running the same setup, the same group over and over and over. He is part of a strategic plan to break through whenever the standard team can't get it done. That's what we're looking at with male Sallyhorn. He's tactical. He's there to help you deal with an issue. Did they put their female luxuriant on the front line? Well, maybe he can slam across and throw her into the back line. The problem with that is, he's like everyone else that's on that front line. The physical damage dealers are always going to target tanks first. Even if the tanks aren't sitting in the 2 tank spots, they are going to draw everyone's aggression. So he's a little less likely to target away your non-tanks. But you know what? He really is an answer for the female Lionstone, which everybody says they're looking for an answer for the female Lionstone. But the truth is, he can be that. Because female Lionstone is all about getting her ultimate off quickly and in right timing. If her timing on female Lionstone's ultimate is wrong, the other ultimates did not wipe out your team. And that's where you use the male Sallyhorn on a team that's relying on female Lionstone and nothing else is really buffing them. That's how you use him. Is he strong? but he has a specific purpose. And I'll lay odds, it's why people that are on the development team aren't looking at the female Lionstone going, well, we definitely have to break her, because there is already a genuine counter. Not some crazy timing counter, but a counter that throws her into the back line, gets her off her timing, and causes her ultimate to come late. And that is why the male Sallyhorn is a tactical addition to your team. He's there for a specific purpose. He shouldn't be there just for every team. You don't need him for every team. He's not part of your general, hey, we're going forward and doing this. He is a tactical, strategic decision that you place on your line to intentionally slow down and disrupt the timing of the opponent's team so that your timing doesn't get disrupted. If you appreciate this content, like and subscribe. I need the followers. I look forward to working with you again soon. This has been The Oncoming Storm.